Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic. So last weekend's episode didn't exactly go as planned, but it wasn't like a bad detour of plans. I was going more for the wolves and the elks, but the mule deer apparently decided that was going to be their weekend to shine. However, this time around, we're going to be going to a little area that only really should have wolves or elk to it, and it's this northern area up here, just north of the easternmost lodge. I think this is called, like, Everfall or something? But for our loadout, it's going to be basically the same as it was last time, just the 300 and the recurve, because, as I was able to show, I have some competency with it now. Same equipment loadout as before. I'm going to test the scent eliminator, because one thing in the comments was, we know it lasts 30 minutes, and there is a little notification that comes up to say when you apply it that it has that duration. But it doesn't have a little indicator to say it's still active, or if there's an indication or something that pops up to say it's worn off. So I'm going to try to use between the two episodes, apply this, and see if it does, like, tell me at a certain point that, okay, it's worn off then. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes go in on this first episode, let the episode go to about the half-hour-ish mark or so, and then towards the start of the next episode, we should see something then. But we're all loaded out here, and we'll basically just go to the fork in the road and then go north. Using the Hunter Classics wiki, you can find like the animal distribution charts, or at least generalized animal location charts on each reserve, so that's why, or how I know this sort of area should only have those things to it. I do just want to make a quick check. I have the elk collar. Indeed I do, and I also have the scent spray, so as we saw against the mule deers, if you do have a good setup, you could potentially get quite a bit done with a bow and arrow. As long as my shots are accurate and properly go into the vitals, because the one mule deer that really ran on the first episode of last weekend, I guess it only just clipped into the lung enough to be detected as a hit, but not enough to actually like do the damage I expect from a lung shot. Because the bow and arrow, a lung shot will still take down the animals pretty reliably. Like, well, technically I think it is any body shot with bow and arrow will eventually bring down an animal, but ain't nobody got time for that. We always try to go for the vitals for it, so my guess is it only just very clipped the lung to say it was detected, but it didn't actually do any or that much damage to the lung. So that's why it still had such a distance it was able to travel before it went down. But I'm hoping here we'll be able to get some better results of things. Just look a little bit around, see what's going on, and keep on our way through. I do want to check. Maybe there's it might just be in the capture. I thought there was like a little bit of lag or something, but maybe not. Okay, but we've got the rifle. We've got the bow. Again, I'm going to try to use the bow more than the rifle. But we'll just keep going along and see what possible responses or vocalizations or things we see. I think it was somewhere up around here last time. I heard a few wolf howls on one of the episodes that was on Timbergold Trails before the Expedition series. But yeah, I'd like to try to focus on these two species. Admittedly, it'd be kind of nice to show off the wolves more, because I haven't actually done a lot of that. The elk are, well, I mean, they're just basically bigger deer. There's nothing too special about them, but the wolves would be quite a bit different than what we normally do. Well, it's also nice just to be out and about in such like a gorgeous map, too. Like, I don't know if this is the highest settings I can have for, like, the graphics or not. Well, these things are going fairly smoothly for it. There might be a little bit of a lag or a bit of frame rate here or there, but I don't think it's going to be anything too severe for it. I'll double check that when it comes to editing and that and see. Yeah, we'll go for a while before I do put on the scent eliminator and then see from that. I was kind of hoping maybe I would have heard vocalization or something, but we are only just getting out of that, like, 250 meters for around the lodge. I don't know if there actually is, like, that dead zone or not. Oh, there we go. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but she could possibly have a few people for company, or, well, I guess a few elk. Are elk people? I guess kind of not, no. They're elk. Yeah, I'll see if I can get a visual from afar and see what we're dealing with up there. If there are males, I might see about trying to put down the blind and drawing them in towards me, but I don't know if I'll get so lucky as to have a male with her. Oftentimes, it seems like the does kind of get left on their own. Or it's either a group of does or a group of males. You don't really have much mixing. Let me just crouch down and approach. Time-wise, I'm going to give it a little bit longer still. And then I think that's like part of the train tunnel. Yeah, I can see the tracks there. So if I go through there, I think that would take me out to that spot there, maybe. I do want to thank Dangerflu for letting me know about those train tunnels very early into our time on Timbergold, because those can be a very good means of fast traveling into areas that are a little harder to reach. Okay, so the call from her came a little bit from up ahead still. Again, I don't exactly want to try calling anything in, because I don't know exactly what we're dealing with. I could try calling them in, and then all of a sudden I have a bunch of females. I'm looking more just for the bull? Would it be bull elk or would it be stag? See, God, the terminology can be so all over the place. Ooh, all over the place at times. What do we got right here? Okay, we got elk tracks. Looks like I might have actually scared this one off if they were going towards the road there. It looks like... Oh. You're not an elk, but you... might be worth trying for the bow and arrow here. Okay, let me... Now I'm going to try putting the collar behind this. And see if I can use that to bring... Or should I try... Oh, there's like a certain distance away it has to be from a structure, so... I don't think it knows I'm here. Yeah, see, like, that's as far as I'm able to... Okay, there we go. I'm going to put on the scent eliminator now. Okay, so let's get inside. Now, I don't know if it picked me up doing all that or not. I don't think so. But I have no sign of them now. And it was a male wolf. It wasn't a female. I don't know if they'll actually... I feel like the females might be, like, could be more rewarding than the males, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but I saw him... I feel like that might have been too close, and he might have got spooked by me putting up the stand, but I don't know for sure. I wasn't expecting to find one, like, just right there in the open, either. I don't know if this would draw any... It seemed like it was alone, too. I'll give it a little bit of time and see. But again, this is where, if you are on a time crunch, it can be one of those, you might think you're trying to call something in, but in reality, you might not actually be doing anything, just sitting here waiting like this. I actually can't see even where the caller is right now. I think it's somewhere... somewhere ahead of here. Yeah, it might be when I put up the blind here. That sent it off running. Oh, hang on. I thought I heard barking. I do hear barking. Oh. Hello? You're not the one I spotted earlier. You're different. Oh, of course, you're right behind that tree. Hey there! Are you a male or a female? Okay, you're a female. Let's wait till she might come to a bit of a stop. And try for her. There we go. But I don't know if she was alone. Because there was the other male that was in the area. I heard something over here. Sounds like this way there's more barking. So I think we've got a pack coming in, perhaps. I don't see anything moving around, though. Okay, there's more barking. Sounds like right over there. This might be waking its way over here. Yeah, so the lure is... or the collar's right out over there. I can hear the barks, but don't see anything coming in. Seems like they're still being a bit wary. That's our first wolf with the bow and arrow. And I'm hoping it's not going to be our last either. We just got to give it some more time. Oh, I know they're in the area. They just don't want to come out. Yeah, so it's right there. Come on. I know you're nearby. You haven't been scared off, so how can we bring you in? Well, I haven't heard any barks recently. Okay, let me take a little look further up. Yeah, that male that was here, I don't know where he went off to. We've got her down there, though, right by the collar. But I haven't heard or really seen this other one. I don't know if it got scared off, or... Let me try just moving a little bit. I thought maybe I could get a little bit better... No, actually is... Or is that just the way the wind's blowing? I think it's just the way the wind was blowing a branch or something. I thought I saw something right there. Yeah, shoot. I was hoping we'd bring something else in. But it seems like... no, just a rock. Oh, there's, again, some barking. Sounds like right over there still. Well, actually, it sounds a bit faint, so it might actually be... It's way up the hill. But it does not sound like it wants to come in closer. Now this is where I'm torn. Do I just try to wait it out, or do I actually go... Actually, I think I might be able to wait it out. Because I... Oh, there you are. I think that's the one we spotted before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one we spotted before. Now, just gotta wait for him to give us an opening. And that was it. I'm just going to give it a moment. Because again, in case those two weren't alone. But I don't think I hear any other barks or calls like I was. Yeah, I don't hear anything else, so I think that's good to grab our stuff and continue along. So let me just hop out. Dismantle you. Yeah, we'll turn the collar off. Let's come and pick it up. It's right there. Man, that camouflages very well. So let's start with the first one we took down. Let's see how she ranks and scores. She was the first wolf we got with a bow and arrow. And that was quite a bit through her. And not too bad off for, like, all things considered. Let's see if we can kind of adjust her a bit. Not too bad, I suppose, but we just gotta drag her a little bit. There we go. And now we can turn my dumb butt around and get a nice little pose lined up with her. Can you look this way? Not quite. Sort of had it. I guess that'll do. Okay, so that was her. And she wasn't too bad, so she was about 32 or 35-ish for GM. Now let's see what this guy's worth. And I thought I just heard something. Okay, well, let's see what he's worth. Ah, around the general same size, but he's worth a little bit more. And let me see if I can get myself slid a little bit better. Yeah, I guess. That'd be an interesting pose to take for a picture. Let's try to make this a little less goofy. Well, trying to. It's not exactly letting me that much. No, where am I? There we go. We'll just take that. Okay, so, not too bad to start off for the weekend. A couple of wolves right off like that. We'll head back to the trail and keep going northwards towards its end. And hopefully we'll stumble across a few more. What I'd really like to find is a bit of a larger pack. If I can get them to slowly start coming in, I might be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 in succession, as long as the shots are placed well. Haven't actually... I mean, I've seen the elk tracks and had the one female call, but haven't heard any males yet either, so it might be this is going to be more of our wolf weekend. Oh, actually, I think I'm speaking a little early. Is that something there? No, it's just the way the shadows were with the one tree trunk. Okay. Well, let's continue along, hit the trail, and see if we can follow this further up north and find anything else. Again, it's a little bit of like a isolated area up here, but so far, with that little bit into it, it has proved a bit successful. My shots have been, not too bad. Like, they haven't been the spine shots like the mule deers that I got, and so I think I'm kind of calibrating myself into how to aim with that. And we'll probably go, again, just try for the half-hour-ish mark. Maybe a little bit before the half hour, just so that way I do have the spacing I can do the audio effects and export the footage and everything. And then we'll be in-game, and we can see if we get a little notification popping up saying the scent eliminator wore off. But so far, it looks like it's died right down again. I think that is such a huge benefit of the bow and arrow over, like, a firearm is how silent it is. Like, even compound bow and crossbows, those let you silently take things down if you have the proper placement. So you can really make good use of, like, an entire herd or a pack if you can draw them in. It's not something where, like, no matter how proximity-wise they are to each other, you're silent enough. There does have to be some distance between the animals you take down, because even if you do take one down instantly with bow and arrow, if there's another one close by, it's going to actually pick that up, and it will flee. So you do have to have a little bit of spacing between them, but it's still pretty small amounts that you need. Okay, don't see anything up there. I just thought something caught my eye for a moment. Yeah, so let's just continue up the trail a bit further and see where we kind of get taken to. I do have the elk spray, but I think I want to save that for if I actually, like, can see a group of them. And I want an extra means of being able to, like, pull them in. Okay, that's interesting. There's an elk carcass somewhere, because I think those ravens are... Yeah, that's constant enough that that is this, like, hint there is an elk carcass nearby. Should I try setting up at it is the big question. You know what, I am going to try to see if I can find it and try setting up there. And the next episode we can just sit there and see if we get lucky with anything brought in. I don't know if that'd be a good strategy, or the, like, elk carcasses are more of something as just like a bit of flavor to say the wolves have been hunting in the area and this is one of their kills. Oh yeah, I can see them up there. Okay, so it is a bit off the trail. So I'll just stick low for now, try to set up a bit quietly, and then we should be good next episode to see how we might be able to pull this off. We didn't really get too much done this episode, but that's kind of the big difference between stalking and sitting and waiting. stalking, you have the potential to go out and get more animals, but the thing is, you also have higher chance of accidentally alerting them and sending them running. Whereas if you sit and wait, you probably won't alert them to you, but you will be sitting and waiting quite a bit longer, and it takes more time. It's one... Again, it kind of leans into your personal preference of how you like to hunt and your means of doing so, and also it can weigh into like how successful you want a hunt to be too. Like if you want to get a lot of animals, you're generally going to have to travel for them. Whereas if you want to get pretty steady amount of animals, it might be best to set yourself up for like a blind something, or set up a blind and hunt a spot. Okay, so if we just get our way up here, we should see where the carcass is. And then we can start kind of figuring out the best placement for stuff. There's a bit of brush all around here, but it looks like there might be a bit of a hill overlooking the carcass. So yeah, time-wise, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so the ravens got frightened off because I think we got in too close, but... Yeah, so the carcass is right there. I think what I'm going to try to do is put the collar here. And let's set up the blind. Where can we put you? It has to be quite a distance off, doesn't it? It might also be the terrain's not really permitting it either, because this is a bit rough and rugged. Ah, shoot. I was hoping to set this up. But it doesn't look like I'll have a chance to. Okay, you know what? Let me get the collar back in. Yeah, let me take that and see where I can put this first. Like, if the collar isn't down, maybe that'll open up some more spots for me to try putting the blind at. Oh yeah, like I can put that there now. And let me see about the e-collar. So there is the carcass here, but I kind of want them... Oh, man. Yeah, this area is not going to be good for this, is it? Maybe if I try putting the collar over here. Yeah, that might not be a bad spot for it. And then this way, there's the lure of both the carcass and the collar. Okay, let's get inside. And I'm going to leave this episode here for now with us set up, and then we'll see if anything comes next episode. Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Timbergold Trails Expedition Series. If you have liked the video, be sure to give a like, and if I have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in comments right down below. Until I see you in the next video episode, Survivors and Hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.